Facebook, so I came into Facebook a little bit late. I just came onto it. I forgot to start the camera. I did the rundown for tonight earlier. I'm sorry about that, everybody. Periscope, you're going to have to hear about it again. Men's night, Whiskey Car Cigars, Sports Insider with Glenn Spillman, my good friend. Get your swole on with Randy Thornton and Mike the Money Man Darrow and Miss Kathy. And then Straight Talk with Matt Hazley. You got his name right. That's all happening here tonight. I was also sending out another big shout out to J.J. Watt, who is topping the $20 million mark, at least the last time I saw it. That goal has jumped around so much. He may get 100 million before it's all over, but you know he's an unselfish guy who's doing a lot to help the area that he lives in, and that's pretty cool.
And he's actually on the ground out
Yeah,
there.
he's. I think I saw him. He was handing out water and stuff like that. So, our thoughts and prayers are still with the people in Texas, home, who are still just starting their battle. Even though the storm's gone, Hurricane Harvey, they're just starting a battle, and it's character building. We've been through it a few times, but they'll get through it. You lose a lot of things, but you got to remember the things you lose are just stuff. As long as you've got your family, the ones you love, and your dogs, your cats, your animals, everything else is replaceable. And then we've got, what is it, Irma. It's funny. When you live in Louisiana, Mississippi, Florida, anywhere, and you walk into somewhere, walk into McDonald's, walk in any place, walk into the house, this time of year, the TVs are always on the Weather Channel. You're always watching a storm. You're always, okay, there's another storm blowing around out there. Let's look at it and see what we got to do. So now we're looking at Irma.
And Jose.
Hey, I'm not worried about Jose. I'm not worried about a hurricane named Jose.
And then Katia.
Katia, that's that name of that little chick with Everlast welders that I didn't like.
Oh.
That's why they named the storm after her, because she was
What?
Yeah.
Don't forget you're a Christian.
I know. I'm trying. Well, I'm joined here tonight with the Twisted Southern Horror Queen, whose show wasn't on Monday night, holiday. So she'll have a good show next week, and we're pressuring her. She's supposed to be going live next week. So we're looking forward to seeing that. I did want to say this weekend we had CreepyCon in Knoxville, Tennessee, that we were supposed to be attending. With the uncertainty of what Hurricane Irma and Jose are going to do, Arthur Lynn Gibson and the Fury Dragster will not be at CreepyCon this weekend because we have family and friends in Florida. And depending on what happens there, we're not sure who's going to be knocking on the door because it damages things. So we felt that it was better for us it was a tough choice for us to make to miss a con because we've been promoting that con so much, and we've had so many people contacting us. Ashley Hoyt Vining, thank you for tuning in. Glenn Spillman, glad you're there, brother. But anyway, we had so many people chime in and have followed us on that event. CreepyCon is still going on, and they've got a ton of activities that are going to be there and guests, and it's going to be. It is our loss that we're not going to be there to be part of that event and to see all the fans of the Twisted Southern Horror Queen and the Fury Dragster. Now, I don't have any fans. They all do. But, we'll make it up. We'll make it up next year. We'll do CreepyCon next year, hopefully, and it'll be bigger, better, stronger, faster. It'll be bionic. I talked to my friend Britt Cummins this morning. He is in Memphis getting ready for the Mosier Engineering Great American Bracket Race this weekend with $50,000 in prize money. Saturday's a $50,000 prize money race. Friday and Sunday are $10,000 prize money races. That's at Memphis International Dragway. And always, these guys they're great. Free admission for active duty military and as well as first responders. And there are a lot of first responders who are going to need a day off, a day at a good event like this. It'll be good. Memphis International Dragway, the Mosier Engineering $50,000 bracket race is going to be killing it this weekend. And if you're there, look for Britt Cummins and Cummins Motorsports. I think Cummins Motorsports, I'm not sure. Britt may be calling in tonight. Britt, if you're listening and you need that number to call in, or anybody want to call in, the number to call in is 800-508-5431. And when the operator comes on, hit extension 702, and that'll get you here so I can talk to you on Periscope, Twitter, Facebook, everything. They're having a test and tune Thursday night. They got a bunch of events going on. They've got a practice tree contest. I think first prize on winning it is $1,500. And then Britt won the last race or the last practice tree at Redemption 7.0.
Nice.
Or 7.0. But yeah, go by, check it out. Mosier Engineering. All the big guys will be there. They got the Bayou Badasses are going to be there, and that's a bunch of people from this area. They've got some of the Ezels are going to be there. The Cummins are going to be there. There are 4 or 5 other Collier's going to be there. There's a bunch of people going to be. I don't know if my buddy Eli McGee is going to make it, but if Eli got his car put back together, I'm sure he'll be there. So let's see. You just sitting over there with that weird look like I did something wrong on your face. Did I?
Not yet.
Okay, that's good. I have to ask.
The night is young.
Well, yeah. My buddy Jesse Holmes. I got a whole bunch of people that may be calling in tonight. I don't know how many people are dealing with different time zones. This show is on at 7 Central here in Louisiana and 8 Eastern in the East Coast. And then Glenn Spillman, my buddy with Sports Insider, is tuned in and listening right now. And I think it's 5 o'clock or 4 o'clock out there where he is, 5 o'clock. So, yeah, times I just put down 7 Central, 8 Eastern on here, and everybody else can figure out the right times. But Jesse Holmes has got his Southern Gassers Blowout, GBO6, coming up October 20th and 21st at Atmore Dragway in Atmore, Alabama. Jesse has got some awesome shirts. I'm going to have links to the shirts up if you want to order some for GBO6. There's a certain amount that he's doing for the event. A certain amount of shirts he's having made. He's got them made in he's got 2 different colors. He's got yellow and look like a gray or a white. It's hard to tell in the picture. But he sent me and Lynn 2 of the yellow shirts. And the yellow shirts have a bunch of gassers on the front of it. So those are pretty cool. We'll have those up soon. And in fact, I'm going to wear one of those shirts next week on the show so I can show it off. And if you want one for this yearly event that's coming up, Jesse's information will be up on the page so you can jump on there and order a shirt. Not sure how much they are, but I'm sure all that information will be up there. I'll try to get that off of Jesse's site and up on the Whiskey, Cars, and Cigars page after the show. I did get before I went on the show tonight, I had a message from my daughter. She was sending me pictures of my grandkids, Piper and Damon. And Brittany, if you are watching and listening, those kids look bad as hell. They do. I mean, and she says they're hams. Whenever the camera comes out and she starts taking, they're all posing and.
Didn't know where that came from.
I don't know where she got that from. I don't know where them grandkids got that from. I'm introverted and stay away from the camera as much as possible.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, Renegade Racing Fuel, Performance Metal Finishes is selling Renegade Racing Fuel at great prices. If you are a sprint car driver, micro sprint driver, dirt track driver, race car, anybody needs, we've got it all. We're going to have every fuel that you can think of, and that's all by Renegade. Renegade Racing Fuel. Real racers pour it in to win. I just love saying that. It's on the poster. Pour it in. Racers that win, pour it in. I just love that. But Renegade Racing Fuel is one of the new things we've got here at the shop at Performance Metal. And also with Vampire Chassis. Vampire Chassis is running our Drop Z Rat Rod chassis powder coated. And now we've got a new little feature that we're adding into them. We got a new piece of equipment in the shop that puts thread certs inside of the chassis. So we're incorporating thread certs into the chassis. That'll accommodate fuel lines, brake lines, transmission lines, airbag lines, and things like that. So $850 plus whatever the freight is. Our Drop Z chassis will fit most all your old pickup truck cabs, 30s, 40s, 50s pickup truck cabs. We've got, I think somebody's done one with the Jeep, Model T, Model A's, all kind of different type of vehicles that these chassis will work on. Come powder coated. We haven't seen anybody else on the market that sells these chassis that includes powder coating with it. We do it with our standard Vampire Chassis Black, which is a fine textured coat. Looks really, really good on the chassis. But if you want to order a chassis, and this is great, Dale Burrell chimed in. Steve Rhodes is the new guy, the new part of Vampire Chassis and Performance Metal, and I got to tell you, he's killing it. He'll be here tomorrow, and he almost got the truck stuck yesterday trying to load some scrap on it, but he did good. I don't know. I missed. You watched him?
I watched him. He was grinning ear to ear. He's like, I ain't gonna get stuck. I'm not gonna get stuck. And he got it out. He knew what he was doing.
I thought he was gonna get stuck. That's why
I did too. That's why I was saying.
I thought he was gonna get stuck. So we've gotten oh, hold on. What is it? Hump Day and Johnny Blender Day. That's it, Dale Burrell. You're the man. Dale Burrell is one of my old friends from home, Picayune, Mississippi. Me and him worked at a Dependable Auto Parts together a lifetime ago. Dale's a good guy. He had a brother named Doug. Hey, Dale, is Rick Vavoni still alive? I remember old Rick. He was something else. He was crazy.
Oh.
He was really cool, though.
Related to you?
Yeah, Rick was almost like an idol to me. I mean, he was a badass. He was a tough guy. Let's see. I've been getting a ton of messages about upcoming cons and events that we're going to be attending and events that we're not attending, and but we're still going to promote some events that we're not attending. We do so many of the conventions and the cons and things like that we're actually incorporating that as a new segment of the show, and we're going to be covering that kind of stuff. You can't kill bad guy. They're grass, I assume. He got fat fingers too. That you and all right. But next week we're going to have Rick Straczynski. He's doing the 13th Friday the 13th Camp Blood celebration, October 13th in Orlando, Florida, and he's going to come in and tell us about some of the events that he's got going there, events that are going to be happening that. Things he's got going on with Kane Hodder, Hulk Hogan. He makes custom hockey masks, and he makes some badass ones. I was looking at some of his stuff. Rick Straczynski. I hope I'm probably saying your name wrong because it's what I do. But yeah, I told him last night, or asked him last night if he could get us some of Kane Hodder's hot sauce. Now, Kane Hodder was Jason or Michael? I get the two confused. He was Michael Myers in Friday the 13th. Yeah. Big guy, cool guy. We've seen him at a couple of events that we've been at. Never actually got to talk to him or anything. Sent him some pretty good emails. But yeah, he's got a new hotter than hell hot sauce, and Rick is dealing with them on that. And I said, I want some. I live in the hot sauce state. You can talk about it, or you can just bring it and send me some of it. So hopefully I'll be getting some of that where we can I can put that on my red beans and rice and see how it works.
You be sleeping in the spare bedroom.
Oh, we've got Glenn Spillman, who has a show, Sports Insider, after this show. Also he's a movie producer and independent film director and actor and all kinds of things. I'm just looking at him. He has a show on Friday night that's at 7 o'clock Central Time called Cellar 13 Films. And I'm looking at I just signed Victor Miller, writer of Friday the 13th, to my next film. So he's got some high-powered people that's working on some of the events that he's doing. So that's kind of cool. I mean, I like this.
We're surrounded by great creepy.
I'm telling you, man, there's creepy all around us. And here's a little creepy. I don't know if any of y'all looked at my Facebook post I posted last night. Lynn was up in the little house, the guest house, cleaning the attic a couple of days ago, and I heard 4 words scream down from the attic I never thought I would hear in my life. Now, a lot of y'all might be thinking, oh, God, it's a rat, or something like that. I just got electrocuted. I mean, something like that is what you think. Not me, not here. The 4 words I heard were, honey, I found my whip. That's just wrong on so many different levels. I'm speechless. I don't know what else to say. But I mean, that's just something I never thought I would hear being yelled down from the attic. Honey, I found my whip. And it was like I mean, she's lost. 20 years I've been married to her. I didn't know she had a whip, but yeah, she found it day before yesterday, and she was just excited as hell about it.
I'm all in bed with them this weekend.
People don't understand my life. It's not just complex. It's complicated, diluted, delusional. Yeah. She threatened me with an ink pen the other day. Let's see. I hooked up with another con in New York today. I think it's Verona, New York. It's Scaricon. October 6th and 8th in Verona, New York. Oh, my gosh. That guy is going to be a guest on the show next weekend, and I did not put his name down in here. And I don't remember what it was.
You were talking to him.
I was talking to him earlier, but it's Scaricon, October 8th. They've got a big guest list of events that are going to be there. They've got movie screenings that are going to be there. Vendors, makeup artists, just a ton of cool things that are going to be happening.
That's Harlan Hunt Fest weekend.
That's the weekend that we're in Harlan, Kentucky for the Harlan Hunt Fest. The Southern Horror Queen Lynn Gibson will be there, along with the Fury Dragster. And we will both be joined by a bunch of our friends that we've met during this year. John Anderson from Guardians of the Galaxy will be there. Tim Shockey.
Salazar.
The Vampire Santa, Salazar. Mr. Rory Healy will be there. Cammie Robeck will be there. Josh TKO Turner will be there.
Like a reunion.
Yeah. Wrestling legend Ricky Morton from the Rock and Roll Express will be there. Artist Michael Ashley will be there. And that's just a few people. I was just looking at their flyer that had pictures on it and just going through, and the pictures that I saw, I knew right off. I was putting that on.
I can't wait. I hope we're all like in the same hotel because it's kind of cool after the con.
Yeah, to have our mini con after the con. But I want to give a shout out to Marcy G. I can't pronounce her last name either, but Marcy G works good at Wanderlust Talent Agency. She has a lot of talent with her. Wanderlust is growing every day. I think I saw where she signed Road Warrior Animal in the last couple of weeks. Jerry the King Lawler, Al Snow, the Sandman, and then actors Josh Hoover, Barry Ratcliffe, Jeremy Palco from Walking Dead. Who else I got on my notes? Oscar Rodriguez, Ricky Dean Logan, and the list goes on. They've got a ton of people. I just put her in touch, or Chris Heskey in touch with her as well. Chris Heskey's another one of our buddies from the movie Logan, and I found out the other night he was in Jack Reacher too. Jack Reacher too also. I'm learning how to talk. But yeah, in the next few weeks, we'll have Marcy G call in and hopefully drop a bomb on us. I told her if she signed any new talent before next week, don't announce it until the show. Call in on the show and drop a bomb and announce it. So hopefully that'll work. Somebody asked me a question about the show evolving. Yeah, the show evolves and covers some pretty cool things. I only got 2 rules on the show: no politics or religion. And those 2 rules are going to stay. They're not going anywhere. Yeah, I mean, you can just, I've lost friends over politics and religion. And it's just, somebody start talking about it, I just go, nope, don't know nothing about it. My hair's coming out of its ponytail, out of the rubber band. It's not holding. Dale, I'm going to get you, buddy. I'm going to get you. Let's see. It is 7:27. We should have a commercial break coming up. Jimmy, are you there?
Yep.
All right, buddy. If you want to do a commercial break, you can go ahead and take it away, and I'll keep the people on Periscope entertained while you're gone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jimmy in triplicate.
Yeah, so Jimmy has left my channel. So that means that the producer of my show, which is in Boston, Massachusetts, his name is Jimmy Bell. He has a show that comes on Friday nights or Thursday nights called Pot Talk, Politically Offensive Talk. He does not have the same rules I have on his show. It is absolute. If you are a person with thin skin, this is a show that you really need to listen to, because, I mean, it will really get you motivated, homicidal, suicidal. That's one of my dogs over there. He's trying to fluff. He's fluffing. He's fluffing his little whoopee so he can get comfortable, and didn't like how that turned out, so he just laid down. I don't know. So anyway, the people who are that's Pot Talk on Armed Radio, TuneIn Satellite, on Thursday nights, 8 Eastern Time, 7 Central Time. You know, it always said on TV, remember when we were growing up, when they would show the TV shows, what time they came on, they would always say 7 Central, 8 Eastern.
You have TV?
Yeah, you don't even play that shit with me.
You silly people.
Yeah. Let's see. We've got, you're killing me. You're killing me. You say something and I forget what I was talking about.
Some pills.
Oh, I'm not taking Max Q10. Oh, I remember what it was. Periscope just took a hit. Sorry about that, Periscope people. Twitters, I know them all.
Florida is freaking out right now because you did that.
Everybody. I'm sorry. I remember what I was going to talk about. Max Q10. It's a pill for memory. Don't take it. It don't work. Oh, I remember what I want to talk about. Our sponsors. The sponsors that they're playing on TuneIn Radio right now, on TuneIn Satellite Radio, are Jimmy John's. If you want your Jimmy John fast, go to Jimmy John's. Strike Hard Gear, which makes AK-47 apparel and add-ons. Legal Seafood. Lynn keeps harping that Legal Seafood. I think she wants me to order some more lobsters. Let's see. Savino Vineyards. Big Joe Rocks has a show tomorrow night. Night Talk with Joe Rocks. Joe Savino is his family have a Savino Vineyards in Connecticut, I believe. There's just all kinds of things. And then there's other programs for the shows that are coming on Armed Radio, and there are a ton of them. There's things on Armed Radio Monday through Friday, nothing on the weekends because none of the producers want to work on the weekends. They want to drink and have fun. Speaking of drink, oh yeah, you're back. I'm so glad you're back. You got up, you got all the dogs walking around, and that's just wonderful. Did I forget any sponsors? I know I forgot some. I just don't remember which ones I forgot.
I don't think so.
I think so.
Eat24?
Eat24, the Eat24 app. Yeah, okay. I don't know. We should be coming back from a commercial break where I have to. It's easy when I can keep talking. Coming in, where you heard that, we're coming in.
User joined your channel.
So now I can start talking. We're back from the commercial on the other side. Tonight after this show at 9 o'clock Central Time, 10 o'clock Eastern Time, you can catch Randy Thornton, the Big Swole, on his show. Get your swole on. Randy's an ex-NFL player, played for the Broncos, ex-professional WCW wrestler, wrestled with the No Limit Soldiers and Master P. Real cool guy, big guy. We met him at a con a few months ago, 4 or 5 months ago, May. We met him at a convention, and we hit it off. We started talking, and then I guess after the second day of the event, we started talking and found out we lived like 6 miles apart from each other. Never knew it. So our paths had never crossed until Rafe White's Southern Geek Fest in Hattiesburg, Louisiana. Hattiesburg, Louisiana. Where the hell did that come from? Hattiesburg, Mississippi. I don't know. I had a long day in the shop. All right. Rafe White. Southern Geek Fest. Big guy. Rafe is it. There's a picture on the Whiskey, Cars, and Cigars page with me, Rafe, and Randy. See if you can figure. Yeah, that's a challenge to everybody on the page. See if y'all can figure out who's who. All right. I talked with Reese Reeves. I saw a picture of him, and I think he had a smile on his face. Maybe. It was either a smile or he burped as they were taking the picture. It's hard to tell with Reese. He's got his 2017 Rat Rod Build-Off that is October 5th through 8th. It starts in Weatherford, Texas. It ends up in Billy Bob's, the Alamo Tour. It's a touring Rat Rod Fest. It's a Rat Rod Build-Offs, and they tour like 550, 600 miles. They're doing the Alamo thing. They're headed to Schlitterbahn Water Park. I think from Weatherford they go to Schlitterbahn. So that means women in bikinis. And they always have pinup girls and things that take pictures with the cars. So that ought to be interesting. And then it's going to wind up at Billy Bob's. And Billy Bob's is going to have all kinds of specials. And I'm sure they're going to have some shot specials and food specials and things like this. Now, this is where it gets interesting. Remember what I just said, shot specials. When they get to Billy Bob's, they're also going to be having wheelbarrow races and mini bike races.
And shot specials.
And shot specials. So those are three things that make for an interesting day. Yeah, I would show up I would show up just for that.
Bring a camera.
Yeah, definitely. Please take a camera if you go. Facebook Live. Because you know there's going to be some idiot that takes a wheelbarrow, flips it over upside down, and tries to jump a whole bunch of mini bikes with his mini bike. I mean, that's the kind of people I hang out with.
Mm-hmm.
As far as I know, they don't have any cancellations or any holdups with the October show for the 2017 Rat Rod Build Off. With them in Texas, I don't think they got enough damage where they are. I guess that's west of Dallas. So I think they're all right. Also wanted to give a big shout out to our friends. Hey, Jennifer, I'm glad you tuned in tonight. I want to give a big shout out to our friends Ronnie and Lori Owens in Katy, Texas. They did a lot. We checked on them during the storm because they're fans of the show, they're fans of the page, hell, they're friends of ours. We checked on them. They were doing well. They didn't get wet, the last I heard. And the last thing I heard is they were working. Lori works for a vet, so they were rescuing animals and getting animals shipped off and housed and headed somewhere else. So that was kind of cool, you know. And we had Jason and Mary Sparks that live here in this area that closed their business up for a week, took a boat and went over there and helped rescue people for 3 or 4 days. So yeah, they will. Jason, they will. They're good people. But I mean, you know, it's times like these when you hear people from other countries talk about America and things like that. But man, when it's times like this when Americans are down, it's when they pull together into the strongest, and they come back so strong. Derek Ladner, our good friend Derek Ladner, who's doing the vinyl, the skin on the Fury Dragster. He has his Shine and Dine car show coming up in Gulfport, Mississippi. That is something else I forgot to put the date on my notes, but I have a Shine and Dine logo up on the Whiskey Cars and Cigars page, so check that out for the time and the date. I think it's a week before Cruising the Coast, so it's it'll be a good event. We did get a reach out today from our buddy Lennon at Mike's Cigars. Actually, don't hand me that one. Yeah, hand me that one. This didn't come from Mike's, but these are the cigars that I like to smoke every day in the shop. These are Florida Oliva Golds. They're Churchill. They're mild. Excellent cigar. You can pick them up for about $2.25 a stick on the high end side. And then if you use the discount coupon, which Mike's has told me today they were getting that new coupon code for me for 10% off. And remember, whenever you order cigars from Mike's Cigars, they send you a $100 wine voucher for your wife. At least my wife loves them.
The wine vouchers are smoking around here.
I'm telling you, we got wine vouchers everywhere. So yeah, we'll have more on that. We've been kind of ducking away from as much talk about the cigars for the last few weeks because Facebook had been deleting our videos when we get done. And now that we tried to promote our website and promote the Facebook page, Facebook they wouldn't accept our promotion because the promotion had tobacco in it. So we're thinking that may be the reason that they took the show down, the episodes that came off. I don't know. I can't think about what it would be with that. That's just something that seemed to make sense to me. So that's the direction I'm headed. I'm staying with that. So I'm just trying to see if we can get a few more of these episodes up because we had to have sponsors for the dragster that have been wanting to see our numbers and look at things like that. And it was the show has pretty good numbers when we're doing it on the Facebook and the Periscope and the live feed. But the numbers for 5 weeks of 5 episodes that were deleted by Facebook kind of hurt us because that dropped our numbers down and you couldn't see the increase in the weekly shows. But now, if this show tonight stays up, that's going to be 2 good weeks plus our Periscope feeds. So it's good shows. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Also, you can order the Vampire Chassis shirts. Sorry about that, Periscope. Those are the Vampire Chassis shirts. They got the dog, I believe. Those are $20. We'll pay the shipping. If you want a shirt, you can either email me. You can go on to the whiskeycarsandcigars.com website and order them. You can order them anywhere.
Message you right there.
Southern, yeah, you can instant message me. You can send something, the twist of the Southern Horror Queen, Lynn Gibson. So how is your writing coming? I know you're in editing stages of one book and reorganizing.
I'm revamping the Adrian Trilogy Vampire series.
You're revamping the Adrian Trilogy Vampire series, which is the second book of that series is Adrian's Fury, which is the life of the Fury Dragster. I mean, that's what I built the Fury Dragster to promote. So.
It's odd that you enjoyed the most violent book of the trilogy.
Yeah. I'm not saying anything else. And then you've got Darkman.
Darkman is finished. It's formatted. I'm going to order a cover for it here shortly. It'll be ready for launch sometime, probably summer, next summer.
Cool.
Yeah. I'm going to try to get through the Adrian Trilogy series before I launch Darkman.
Good deal. Also, we would like to promote one of our sponsors, Sir Real Studios, Alan and Lori Lloyd. They do video production work here in this area. Great people. They are one of the sponsors of the Fury Dragster. We've got the pretty logos on the trailer and everything, and we're out helping them, and they're helping us and getting the word out to everybody on Sir Real Studios. And they're doing a bit talking about the Fury Dragster. And they did an excellent video for you.
For us.
Well, yeah, it's a promo pack for you and the Dragster.
You can check it out on YouTube or on my website under the Adrian Fury Dragster tab.
There you go. So you can check the new video out. AuthorLynnGibson.com. Adrian Fury Dragster tab. Okay. I'm sorry about the camera falling on the YouTube people, or the not the YouTube people, but the Periscope people. I got to fix that. We got to get some Velcro or something and put up there to hold that. That's scary. I'm reading your mind. Let's see. We've got Harlan Haunt, October 7th. You have engagement at Picayune, Mississippi. And that is the Margaret Reed Crosby Memorial Library. I remember that because that's the longest thing I've ever seen written on the front of the building. And in Picayune, Mississippi, where we're both from, the hospital was the Lucius Olin Crosby Memorial Hospital. Picayune may be a little bitty town in Mississippi, but has got names on buildings that are the longest in the world. And don't forget, after this show tonight, you've got Glenn Spillman on Sports Insider, followed by Big Swole on Get Your Swole On. Big Swole, Miss Kathy, the Money Man, Mike Darrow. We'll be looking at up-and-coming shows with different people calling in from different cons. We've got Rick Straczynski set up to call in next week. And I cannot remember. That just is killing me. I cannot remember the gentleman's name that I talked to from Scaricon.
What about the gentleman you just met from Night Risers?
The guy from Night Risers, and Night Risers is another con that we have in Elizabethtown, Kentucky. It is before or after?
It's after Harlan Haunt Fest, the last weekend in October.
Okay. So we've got that coming up. I'm looking because I'm not gonna get off of this thing until I say this guy's name, and it's just driving me absolutely crazy. Which, for me, that's not a long trip.
Not really.
Let's see. Frederick Roseman popped up real quick on there.
Hey, Freddie.
Let's see. I've got all this new software and crap on this computer and on this cell phone, and it is supposed to make my life so much easier, but I swear to God, it's making things harder.
It's kind of like being married.
Let's see. I heard from Mike Anderson or John Anderson, Marcy G. And what about, I saw that our buddy Michael Prado put up a link. Michael Prado with Cain Resurrection. It's a band out of New Orleans. I think they have something coming up. You need to check them out. They're really good. On the video that we're talking about that was put together for us, Cain Resurrection did the music for it. So check them out.
I think they're doing a Houston benefit, actually.
Are they?
I think that's what they're doing.
Okay, I haven't. I remember the guy's name. I got it. I can't remember. I can't believe I forgot it. The guy from Scaricon, his name is Crest Winchester.
Oh, yeah.
Crest Winchester. And when I got that message from him, the first thing that popped into my mind, and I asked the guy, I said, ask him if that was his porn name or what. Crest Winchester. Cool guy. I got some messages for him. We talked for a little bit. We're going to have him on the show hopefully next week to promote his Scaricon event in Verona, New York. But he's not a porn guy. But that was the first thing that I thought of when I read that name. I was like, man, that's a cool name, Crest Winchester.
I have to put that in the book.
There you go. Put him in a book. Hey, let me tell you, Crest, the last place you want to wind up is one of Lynn's books. And then I heard from Gene Hamill with Mississippi Paranormal Association. They have their premiere of the Witch of Yazoo premiering tomorrow night or tonight at 8.
Actually, it premiered last night, I believe. There are links for that actually on the Twisted Southern Queen page. So if you want to see that, check it out. I got to premiere it before it went public. It's worth the watch. Y'all tune in.
Yep. I don't know.
All my friends are creepy.
All your friends are creepy. You got the shirt that says it. Chris Heskey, my good buddy. Hopefully he'll hook up with Wanderlust Talent, and they'll start booking him along with some events with us. That'd be kind of cool. Also, I forgot to mention that you have a column. Glenn Spillman, who has Cellar 13 Films, also has what is his magazine that you're writing a column in?
It's a filmmaker's magazine, and I'm writing a column. For the first year, I'm going to write New Orleans haunted history. There's so much of it here. There's some really good stories, and just about every legend you can run across in New Orleans has
No, not at all.
Made about it.
Yeah. Louisiana Movie Lovers Unite.
I think so. Yeah.
Online magazine, I think is.
Website,
yeah, the website, and I think it is movieloversunite.com. Website's awesome. The website is awesome, Glenn. You got to tell me who does your web stuff because this shit is killing me trying to do it. And it wouldn't be so bad if I didn't have to figure out what I was doing while I was doing it. That makes things slow down and make it a lot less fun. Let's see. You know what? I'm kind of cool, man. I got through everything I wanted to get through tonight. I didn't talk about cigars too much. I mentioned them. But we're working on a new promotion with Mike Cigars. I actually sent Mike Cigars the promo pack for the Dragster today for them to look at. I sent that also to Wanderlust Talent for them to look at so we can get some more people on. There's some more sponsors for the Dragster and some more sponsors for the shows. I saw Della Memphis had a new video out. So that I'll try to get that up on the website on the Whiskey Cars and Cigars page tonight. Let's see.
See, you like those creepy chicks. You roll your eyes.
Yeah, I know I do. I like the way a lot of them dress. I do. But yeah, don't forget about our good friend. I'm getting away from that. I'm going the other way because she's in Memphis. And so since I'm talking about Della Memphis, I got to throw my buddy Britt Cummins another bone. The Mosier Engineering $50,000 bracket race at Memphis International Dragway this weekend, going on right now. Gates open today at noon to start getting your car teched in. Now they get the cars teched in, starting teching them in on Wednesdays. And the gates are open until dark tonight, and then I think they open at noon tomorrow and are open till dark tomorrow night. And then I think they got the practice tree and test and tune tomorrow night. Then they start racing Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And we could, yeah, Brett is going to be tired. He's going to be a tired puppy when he gets back, and as well as Slate and Cole and Mr. Larry's not there because Brett talked to me today and asked me if he need Mr. Larry to bring me some Renegade racing fuel.
Can I put that Jezebel?
Yeah, you can. They've got a 104. They've got a 104 that you could run in there. Yeah, it would run really well. I don't know. I mean, the car is fast already. I don't know why you would want to make it faster. I found my whip. Honey, I found my whip. 4 things I never ever thought. I mean, I've heard my wife say some weird stuff. That rates up there, it may be top of the list.
I was excited.
You were excited. You're crazy. I mean, you are crazy.
Yes.
All right. Well, I see the Periscope just refreshed. I just saw I missed a call. Somebody was calling in. I'm sorry I missed that call.
Too much stuff in front of you.
Yeah, I'm getting this is getting.
I think you're brave doing that.
What?
Doing the comment stuff.
I can't do that. You
I
can't.
showed you pictures.
Yeah, I know. You got stalkers. I don't have stalkers. I don't have stalkers. So yeah, it's kind of it's a little different for me and you.
Stalkers looks like Smeagol.
Yeah, he does. Smeagol in the Speedo. That's about right. Welcome to my world.
Those pictures, please.
Well, my hair is falling out of the ponytail.
Just let it fly.
Just let it go. Let me shake it out a little bit. There we go. Now I get my pretty head full of hair. And my cousin, Carl Cochran. Brother, yours is looking a little thin. Everybody in the Gibson family has nice, thick hair. Luxurious. Looking at yours, get a little thin. Get a little thin, cuz. If you need to, I can pull out some and send to you. And you can have a follicle transplant? No, I never. He doesn't need a weave. He's got hair. He has a really nice. Well, he used to have a really nice forehead, and I think now it's more like a 5 head. It's up a little bit. Hey, that's my cousin. I can make jokes about him. And how's your son doing? How's Eddie doing? Our boy, he's killing it out in Hobbs, New Mexico. So, all right, we got about 5 more minutes. What do you want to talk about? I need to fill 5 minutes. I made this an 18 font. If I would have made it a 20 font, I would have had an extra 5 minutes of material. Okay. All right. So I'll do the rundown again. Well, no, we got Joe Rocks tomorrow night, Night Talks, Night Talk with Joe Rocks. And he's got a new function on that page. I know it's tuning on satellite radio, but he also has JoeRocksLive.com. You can watch his show and all the guests that he has, and he has quite a cast. He has the coach, Cowboy Randy, songwriter Randy. I think Amy Shafalo. No. What is her name?
Lauren?
No, not Lauren. Well, no, Lauren may be on it.
She goes on there.
Nick's her last name's Murray. Is it?
Sure it's her. I'm thinking.
No, it's I can't remember. Christy. So Joe always has women on his show. I don't have women on my show currently, but other than Lynn, and that's mostly the reason why. I mean, when we were having the tattoo contest, I had some women that wanted to call in and be on the show, but that didn't work out. And those girls from Brazil, those twins from Brazil, wanted to be on the show. Oh, you wasn't saying okay then when I showed you the pictures of them.
I trust you.
See, let me tell you something.
You're gonna close your eyes.
That's your first mistake. That's your first mistake.
Craigslist for several large packing crates.
There you go.
They're about 6 to 8.
Yeah, I hear you. I don't know. All right, everybody, we're fixing to get out of here. I'm gonna tell you, it's gonna take me about 2 or 3 minutes to figure out how to shut all this crap down. So, Jimmy, man, can you get my music going?
Give me a minute.
I'll give you a minute. That's great. Jimmy is my producer, Jimmy Bell. And don't forget about his show. Him and Paul Daniels have a show tomorrow night called Pot Talk. It is politically offensive talk. You know what I forgot to talk about tonight? I forgot to talk about my hemp oil. I got a couple of minutes, so let me get this. Everybody who's been listening to the show for the last 2 weeks, I started taking hemp oil. It's ProWorks hemp oil. I've got a link to it up on the Facebook page. When I started taking it, I was kind of skeptical of it. It doesn't have any THC in it. It's got CMB, some other non-alcohol or non-drug related product in the hemp oil. It just got some approval or something by the FDA this week, I saw. I was taking it. I wanted to see if I could take it, and I told the people that gave it to me, I said, look, if I can get a 10 to 15% increase or decrease in the amount of pain that I have daily, I'll be happy. I'm not looking for any miracle. That'll give me maybe an extra hour and a half in the shop every day. I've got to tell you, after 2 weeks on this stuff, I have blown past 15%. I cannot tell you how much this stuff is helping me. Now, I ordered a new bottle last Tuesday. It came Thursday. So I know they said that they were having problems or getting the amount of orders that they were having to fill was pretty big. But I was able to get it in 2 days, and I think it came from Nevada. But look on Whiskey, Cars, and Cigars. It's called ProWorks Hemp Oil. I'll repost the link of it up there further higher up on the page. CMB. I gotta tell you, I'm not a big weed guy or anything like this, but the hemp oil is unbelievable. It's 5 drops. I put 5 drops under my tongue in the morning, 5 drops under my tongue in the afternoon. Leave it there for 20. I leave it there for about 30 seconds. Lynn is enjoying it because she said it's, a minute a day. I don't talk the 30 seconds in the morning and the 30 seconds in the evening, but no joke about the hemp oil. It is unbelievable. I was taking anti-inflammatories for the last years because of arthritis and joint pain and things like that, and that helped. When I started taking the hemp oil, I quit taking the anti-inflammatories. The hemp oil
Wake up.
took the pain away, made me feel better. And I just can't say enough about it. So I will get out of here. Jimmy probably had time to get my music ready. Thank you, everybody, for listening. Keep those prayers out there for people in Texas and people in Florida and everywhere that's going to be affected by the storms. I'm Johnny Blender, and good night, everybody. Oh, with the Southern Horror Queen, Lynn Gibson. Good night, everybody. Take me out, Jimmy.
User left your channel.
Good night, everybody. Have a great week. Stop that one. Oh, it's not letting me quit. Finish. Finish.
User left your channel.
You know, I just